Hello everyone! It's been a long time since there was a full showcase of Orbit, and most of the videos just showcase one specific feature, so in this video I'll be doing a showcase that goes over every single feature of Orbit. Let's get into it! First off, Orbit has a loader which is user-friendly, and notifies you of any problems that it came across upon initializing, and also gives solutions so you know what the issue is and you can fix it. In the Home tab, you can change the menu key, get some information about the build, modify the menu theme, skip the local team if you are playing a deathmatch, change the overlay smoothness, and terminate the cheat. When it comes to visuals, I don't think Orbit disappoints. You can keep it always on or bind it to a key. You have wireframe-like chams and other elements like head circle, player, and weapon name, weapon icon, different box and health bar types, and last but not least, flags. Now, the bots didn't actually buy anything, so no flag is present, but it does work as intended. Then you have miscellaneous features like callout info, which tells you where specifically enemies are located at. You can even have it above their heads so you get a better understanding of where each player is even when far away. You also got spectator list, which is self-explanatory, but the most legit features by far are the render on noise, which only renders visuals when an enemy makes a noise, and sound circle, which draws a three-dimensional circle expanding when the same set event occurs. Another feature that will help you stay legit is the sonar radar. Enemies will appear on the radar for a short period of time, and you can even set a limit of how many scans you have per round. The bomb info displays the explosion time, sight, and potential diffusability. This can be useful if you're not sure whether or not a counter-terrorist is actually diffusing or just fake diffusing. Now, this last one doesn't make that much of a difference, but if you're annoyed by the fact that elements are drawn over the default crosshair, you can create your own with the crosshair builder. I personally think it looks better than the default. Let's go over to the aim section, where one of the major differences between Orbit and any other cheat is how the Aimbot functions. You can select the aim frequency yourself, think of it as the polling rate of your mouse, just for the Aimbot. This makes aiming feel much more smooth and also makes it look way more legitimate. You have your basic X and Y smoothing for aim and recoil, but also recoil start bullet. Recoil control will only activate after a certain number of bullets have already been fired, which can be helpful if you know that you can take care of the first few bullets yourself. In order to have natural aim, an accurate visibility check is essential. Orbit has a high-performance VPK parser, along with a smoke and flash detector, making sure you don't track people behind walls if you enabled visible only. You can change which hitbox to target, how big the targeting radius is, and configure a target switch delay. That basically waits a specified amount of milliseconds before targeting another enemy right after you killed one. You also have the usual trigger options like initial and between shots delay along with dead zone. Think of it as automatic aiming and firing within a small radius. Scrolling all the way down, you can visualize the targeting radius. Set a trigger velocity cap, which only activates the trigger if you're under a specific velocity, making sure you have less spread before shooting. Trigger hitbox check just ensures you're aiming at the specified hitbox before shooting. And visualize recoil axe as a recoil crosshair. Yes, it is already built into the game, but this one draws over every other element. I almost forgot to mention that you can customize each weapon type individually, or just set a global rule for all weapons. When it comes to the Miscellaneous tab, Orbit is packed. Not gonna lie. Anti-record hides the cheat from compatible recording programs. Auto-accept automatically accepts a matchmaking prompt for you, so you can go do whatever you want while searching for a game. If you'd like to grief, you can significantly lower your health points, ensuring that you get killed if your teammates accidentally shoot you even once with any weapon. You have a grenade helper, which makes memorizing lineups obsolete, and it also includes an auto-aim feature, so you don't even have to be that precise. Just aim in the general direction, and it will take care of the rest. If you don't like the default dataset, you can check out ones made by the community or make custom lineups yourself with a super user-friendly grenade helper toolkit. If you'd like to know which song is playing on Spotify while you're gaming, you don't have to switch to Spotify, since the author and song name are displayed, and this also works if you have obtained Spotify through illegal ways. Wink. With the Blockbot, you can act like Donald Trump denying entry to illegal immigrants in America. Although how accurately you can block these aliens depends a lot on how high your frames per second is, and how long it takes the server to recognize your movement changes. So it might not work as well if you have high ping. On top of that, you might even get hit with a grief cooldown, so make sure to ruin your team's time responsibly. If you're not a keyboard warrior, don't worry. Orbit will automatically trash talk the enemy team when you get a kill, and even come up with ridiculous excuses when you die. With the latest advancements in artificial intelligence throughout the entire world, Valve still can't figure out that a guy going 50-0 is not considered legit. Now they have made some absurd changes like flagging anyone that uses a scout. The anti-cheat doesn't even care whether or not you were cheating. Even one of my completely legitimate friends got a cooldown simply for playing with a scout. To counter all these high-level techniques, Orbit has a humanized Aimbot feature which randomly adjusts smoothness and trigger delay in real time, just like a human makes small mistakes when playing the game. You can also adjust the flash alpha level at which Orbit deactivates, so you don't kill someone while flashed. I know what it's like playing on a low-end system. I myself am rocking the GTX 1060 mobile, and the i7-7700HQ mobile respectively. Yes, I am a laptop user and have been with the same system for 8+ years, so if I can save CPU usage, then I will, and I know a lot of you guys would do the same. Even though the VPK parser is highly optimized, it's still the most CPU-hungry operation compared to any other feature of Orbit. Even the wireframe chams aren't that computationally expensive, so you can choose to lower the update frequency all the way down to 15 Hz. This helps a lot with CPU usage, so you can save those extra frames for visual satisfaction. Last but not least, you can customize the render font. Some of you reported that the font is too small and isn't readable, while others reported that they like how minimal they look, so here you have it. Folks, choose whatever you want. There's a basic config system with which you can load a config automatically at startup and switch in between different configs. Now, if you have any experience with scripting or you'd like to get into programming, I highly recommend you check out what you can achieve with Lua scripts in Orbit. There's an entire documentation on how to get started and a lot of already complete scripts that you can learn from. If you just want to learn Lua or create a feature for Orbit that you feel like is missing, you can use the powerful Lua API to basically do whatever you could achieve with C++ code, but in a more user-friendly manner. And with that, we pretty much covered everything Orbit has to offer. Remember that this is a completely free cheat that you can download via the link in the description. It is kernel-based, meaning it operates at a lower level than Valve's anti-cheat. And it also only reads memory without modifying anything related to the game, ensuring undetectability ever since it was released almost 2 years ago now. So yeah, that was it. See you in the next one. And I'm hoping it's not going to be just some under 1 minute showcase of the next feature. Have a good one.